Okay, tonight I will be demonstrating some behavioral techniques that are useful for patients with dysarthria. I have Mr. Ashby here helping me out. And the first technique that I'm going to demonstrate to you guys I've named Ready Reachers. And this technique is used to repair respiratory function by strengthening the abdominal muscles that are used during respiration. Okay, so how you do this is you stand to the side of your patient and you simply ask them to give you a high five. Just give me a high five. Okay, he got it. He's a little step above. I just want you to give me a high five with this one. Wonderful. And now you can modify this by either standing further away, so they have to reach further. Great job. Or standing closer if you have a younger individual or if they're not as strong just yet. And as Ashby demonstrated earlier, you can also put a little twist to it by having him reach the opposite hand over. Okay? Great. And that strengthens their obliques, which are also used during respiration. This is especially useful for flaccid dysarthria, where they have a weakened respiratory function, but also for some cases of hypokinetic dysarthria, which has incoordination of the respiratory muscles, so it also is useful for them as well. Okay, the next technique that I have is a phonetic placement technique, and all I'm going to do is place a Q-tip, and I'm using some wine, but you can use any flavor that your client favors. And all you do is you take a Q-tip and you wet it, and then you put it at the placement in the mouth that you're targeting with the consonant. So I'll put this one on his alveolar ridge. Open your mouth. And you put it right there, and then you signal for them to touch it with their tongue. So it gives them the right placement for the consonants that you're targeting for their production. This is especially beneficial for unilateral upper motor neuron dysarthria, where articulation is the hallmark of that dysarthria, but can also be useful for spastic dysarthria or any other dysarthrias if your client is exhibiting imprecise consonant production. Okay, next we'll also be doing another articulation demonstration, and this is just by using exaggerated consonants. It's also called over-articulation, and it's used to teach your client just to fully articulate their sounds. And this is especially good for using words when the consonant is in the medial or the last position. So I'm just going to instruct Ashby to just repeat after me. Okay, I have a couple words. Now say it exactly like I say it. All.
All.
Very good. And see, he over-exaggerated his consonant, the O sound. One more. At.
At.
Very good. He made a wonderful T sound. So that's what we're looking for. Okay. Another technique that's proven to enhance the communication among individuals with spastic dysarthria is through the use of a head and neck relaxation technique. This is used to alleviate phonation difficulties, and it includes a head rolling technique. So what you're going to do is just stand behind your client and lean their head back for 10 seconds, forward for 10 seconds, and then to both sides for 10 seconds. And that was an abbreviated demonstration, but this allows to decrease the tone of the larynx, so it can allow the vocal folds to move as they need to. This technique should also be followed by additional phonation therapy, but it's really good to just loosen up those muscles and help him relax so that he has full movement. The last technique that I'm going to demonstrate is through the use of contrastive stress draws. And right here I just have his favorite magazine. It's a picture of a guy riding a boat. This is especially useful for individuals with spastic dysarthria who are experiencing prosody deficits. And the way that you do this is that you ask your client a question, and you have them repeat it with the correct tone and the correct answer. So this is a picture of a man driving a boat. So I would ask my client, I would say, is he driving a car? And I would have him respond the correct answer and put the intonation where it needs to be. So, is this man driving a car?
No.
He is driving a
boat.
Okay, Okay, now say it all together.
He is driving a boat.
Okay, and he didn't really put the stress where I wanted it to be, so I'm going to ask him to do it again. Okay. Is he driving a car?
No, he is driving a boat.
Very good, Ashby. That's exactly what I was looking for. So these are some techniques that will help your clients with dysarthria to alleviate their